The critical role of networking is that it serves as a bridge to opportunities, resources, and support that individuals or organizations may not access on their own. Networking is not just about exchanging information, but about building and maintaining meaningful relationships that create mutual value.
Access to opportunities. This comes through networking, which opens doors to jobs, partnerships, clients, and collaborations, and much more. Some of these may not even be publicly advertised. This can lead to career development through mentorship. Professional connections can guide growth, skill building, and advancement throughout your career.
One of the things we looked at was the hidden job market. These are jobs that are not publicly advertised. They're filled through internal promotion, referrals, and recruiter outreach. Networking is essential for accessing these hidden roles by connecting with insiders who can offer their referral, a lead, or maybe an introduction to a manager. Job seekers can reach these jobs by attending events, engaging on LinkedIn, and maintaining professional relationships. Another thing we looked at was the role of alumni networks, professional associations, and conferences. Alumni networks provide connections, mentorship, and insider access to unlisted job openings. They can also offer career advice, moral support, and community-driven opportunities like job fairs. Professional associations create structured networking channels with peers and industry leaders. They offer career resources and industry updates. They strengthen professional credibility through mentorship and participation. And at conferences, they enable a direct expo with recruiting opportunities. That was networking's role in entrepreneurship versus corporate careers. Entrepreneurship networking means finding investors, a partner, a mentor, or maybe even a customer. It's used to gain resources, credibility, and market access. And it's also used to grow in an area that is unstructured. Whereas corporate careers, networking builds relationships with peers, mentors, and managers. This is used for career advancement and internal mobility. It's also used for growing in a structured environment.
When it comes to your personal brand and your personal branding, you need to figure out who you are. Who do you want to be? It's a foundational pillar for your future success in your career. Now, you need to be considered how you want to be known. But not only for yourself, but how are others going to perceive you when you put something out there online, when you're talking, when you're interacting with people? Because how you're going to be known is not by how you may push it, but it's going to be how people perceive you. But when you come out there with your personal brand, you need to define your niche. How are people going to be attracted to your content? Who you are as a person? How are you going to put yourself out there? And that also comes down to what you say, your actions, and who do you even interact with. Now, once you found your target audience and your people who you want to interact with, you need to optimize your online presence. You need to think about every post you put out there. Is this, people are going to see this? Do I want them to see this? What will they think of me? You need to think about your tone. You need to think about the words you're saying. You need to think about what posts you are even interacting with. Maybe it's not even your own posts, but think about comments or likes or shares. Now, a big key factor here is you want to network actively. You want to interact and work with people who you know how to coordinate with. People who are on your side of the fence who you know because of their work or their personal experience. Maybe someone who's just in the same industry as you. Or someone that you're looking to learn from. Maybe a mentor. But through those connections, you can ultimately build yourself up along with your personal brand, because that's what it's all about. You want to build your personal brand at the end of the day, and if people around you can help you, that's the best way to do it. It really is, because when we all come together as one, it's a lot more special that way.
Next up, our team researched effective ways to network. Never going in blind, engaging genuinely, taking your time, hitting up follow-ups, opening up to varieties, respecting their time, and keeping efficiency. Next up, we discussed common mistakes in networking. Being too self-focused, over-networking, and not being prepared. Lastly, our group paid attention to digital etiquette within networking resources. This includes social media, email, and LinkedIn. First up, we'll talk about email. When writing emails, you want to make sure you have a firm subject line, being polite, staying professional and warm, and keeping your messages personalized but to the point. For LinkedIn, when you're making connections, you want to make sure that you're sharing and commenting on others' posts, creating a networking advantage. Also want to make sure you're building reports before asking questions or favors. Lastly, social media. You want to make sure that your personal lives stay separate to your business lives. Always keep in consideration that things that you post, employers and companies have access to. You also want to make sure that with other posts seen online that you're engaging respectfully, using your mind and tone in respectful manners.